Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel of stories. Today I have a special story from a dear friend of mine I've known over 20 years. His name is Harry Breaux, and he lives in San Francisco. He is one of the longest AIDS survivors around, and I'm happy to say he's in fabulous shape. And he started writing stories, and this is one he gave me to share from his birthday. It's my birthday, 75 years completed tonight. Coronavirus, COVID-19, not HIV virus this time, is the topic of the day. How do I feel? Full and empty, complete and fragmented, happy and sad, young and old, here and gone. Just finished watching Rocket Man on my computer and realized why I didn't want to see it in the theater. In the theater, I couldn't cry and laugh without filters. Crying for the times that I could remember when Elton John's songs were the score to our lives during the 1970s, when I and my core of friends were alive and pulsating to the rhythm and beat of the expansive years of my 20s and 30s. When the experiment we named Gay Freedom and Gay Pride was the sole focus of our lives, and life was full of sex, drugs, rock and roll, and the theme was outer discovery and inward exploration. Putting aside the myths and dogma visited upon us by a society that loathed us, we developed a deeper and truer meaning to our existence as we pushed onward. Jimmy, Dan, Tim, Steve, Claude, Sonny, Paul, and so many, many more. Gone and relegated to the memory that I fight to recall. The tears can't forgive or wash away the years of grief and loss, and the joy of life is often overshadowed by the emotional pain. It's quiet tonight in San Francisco. The centers of entertainment that have struggled to survive to incubate the new generation of gays are closed in the face of another viral attack on our frail and vulnerable human condition. The power of our authorities daily whisks away the hope of sensible and momentary relief that we mythologized them to address. Our plaintive pleading disappears in the bickering of ideologies that resonate only in the halls of cold historical marble. We are left, once again, to find our way through uncertainty and disappointment and death. Death not only of the body, but of the hope that we so desperately crafted through the years in the desert of isolation and self-dependence. People smile from 6 feet spacings of fear, prejudice, and near panic. Exercise and virtual gatherings take the place of the mindless robotics that were our existence only a few days, weeks, months ago. The world holds its breath while our lungs can still fill with air. Prognostications are dire, and yet we, delicate beings, hold out our hands to the future, imagining a place where there will be love and sanity to replace the madness we currently feel. Get a good education, get a good job, work hard, and when you're older you can retire and lay on the beach. That was the formula I was raised on. And fortunately for me, I found early on that to be a fantasy. The beaches are closed. Had I waited until this ripe old age, I would have missed the most exciting years of my 75. I would have missed fully taking bites into the apple of the duo of decades that will define our battle for years. The exuberance of the 70s, and the devastation of the 80s. Assimilation has replaced imagination and daring, and it's impossible to pass along the experience of those years. All that is passed along is the shadow of description and stories that seem like fairy tales to most of the younger ears that hear them. It's hard to imagine suppression and repression when you've never had to experience those difficult periods. Suffering and pain may exist, but it's not the same. Now the battle for gay rights seems almost moot. All is not despair, though. The current plague gets closer and closer to me each day as friends report symptoms and concern. However, the earth still spins and gives us new days, days filled with sunshine, flowers, birds, fish, bees, clouds, and new generations of species known and unknown. The days and years to come will number 75 and more, but I won't be here to see all of them. They will open new vistas and opportunities unimaginable today, and new beings will bring forth hope, joy, and love. Knowing this continues for those future persons to enjoy gives me peace that all of this will not be in vain. Some friends may be dying of this new awfulness, and yet, in the park, a little child learns to ride a bike for the first time. The ebb and flow continue as I feel the gratitude for the new digital age that can record and preserve our musings and accomplishments. It allows our past to be viewed in moving pictures as the present dissolves into the future. And we, in our own faulty way, move into the spirit of our understanding as we keep on trucking. The end. Thank you, Harry. That was poignant and beautiful, and I hope you all enjoy it. And that picture is Harry.